Be glad to see us.
Come on a minute, you're glad to see us. Right. It's time for some more Midnight ISO CCSR edition. So, for those that don't know, CCSR is, well, it's good fun. It's a racing league. Whoop! Philippines having a bit of a moment to himself. There's a change of that, people with dignity. And it's, well, we go racing. It's hopefully a nice fair league. Good, that one is working. And hopefully we are going to get some good racing in. The race itself is going to be 20 minutes long after a 5-minute qualifying. And you have to start on either the super soft or medium tyres, which will be the opposite to what your teammate will do. In my case, my other teammate is in the other race, but that's besides the point. And, well, I'm starting on the medium tyres, so I will be starting slow and hopefully getting faster as the race goes on. So, that's the basics. DEFCON 1 time.
Red alert! All hands to battle stations!
Let's go, let's get out of there. Right, some of the fast boys on the mediums are... What are they doing? Let's just see what I can do. Let's just see. I'm going in hopeful of a good result. I'm very hopeful actually, because I've been practicing all week. I'm not the fastest person on the track, but hopefully I've got the experience on my side and a bit of consistency. Watch me bin it into turn 1. God, I hope not. The last time I was here with CCSR, it was Dusty who got a swapper on out of turn 1. I mean, there was a bit of contact with another driver, and all that ended up happening is I ended up T-boning him as he swung back into my path, and then that ruined my race. I mean, not his fault, not my fault. But this is GT Sport, and shenanigans do happen. Just winding up slowly. Again, I'm starting on the mediums, so I'm not going to be top of the timesheets at any point soon. So this is going to be Tier 2, Race 1, Tier 2. And obviously what comes afterwards is Race 2, Tier 1. Hey, Andy, good to see you, buddy. And thank you very much, dude. And yeah, by the way, well done in the clear race, if I didn't already say it in the chat. Definitely put on a good show, man. Bit sideways coming out of T1. Still got some cold tyres on. So yes, this is going to be race 1, Tier 2, and then obviously next race will be Tier 2, Tier 1 race 2. It's the other way around. One thing I've got to not do is look at the chat during the race. Yeah, there was a bit of that in Ziggy's and Louis' race in the Group 4 the other day. There was a lot of contact going on. So I'm expecting more of the same on this one. I mean, I know some of the lads personally, so I'm hoping for some respectful but bumpy racing. A few Plato nudges going on. Yeah, even Craig alluded to that, didn't he? Someone's been off on the Kinky Lisa. Yeah, gently does it. Whack. Let's play a game of whack fuck. Oh. Didn't want to do that, did I? So if I don't do that during the race. As you can see, I'm not using the wheel at the moment. There is actually a problem with my accelerator pedal, which I noticed yesterday. Unfortunately, I'm a controller first kind of guy anyway, so it's not a big loss there for me. Okay, I need to readapt to these medium tyres. I mean, pounding around on the super softs all day. Hey, Ziggy! This is the man. Ziggy, I was just explaining the when I was talking up the CRT team roadblock moment. I was going, here comes Ziggy in the Corvette, backwards into frame through Brands Hatch. That made me giggle. Still does. And thank you very much, Ziggy. I will do my best. It was absolutely amazing, man. I still laugh to this day about that. Hey, Legion, good to see you, buddy. I will do my best. You do your best too, and I know you will, because I know you're a fantastic racer, putting it bluntly. And I will be finishing my stream to tune directly into race 2 tier 1. Unfortunately, I missed the cut for tier 1 by, I think it was a 10th of a second. But hey, needs must, and it wasn't done on purpose, so we've got to have some fun, haven't we? Okay, let's get into those 29s. Unfortunately, I'm not as quick as my other teammates around here, but I'm going to give it a good go. You've got an Evo and a ball. Ooh! So you're going to be devastatingly quick in the corners, mate, but absolute prey on the straights. But if anyone can defend an Evo on the straights, it's going to be you. I have absolute faith in you, man. In fact, I want to see a win from you tonight, okay? I mean, you'll get Team Dadbot support. You have good traction at the head. I haven't done nearly enough time on the mediums. Whew! Understeer central. Good man. And that's exactly what I wanted to hear. So this season does have the potential to be really damn good. I'm hoping for a really good season. There you go, 29-2. Boom! Let's have that. Whoops. Of course, I stuff it in the barrier as soon as I set a fast lap. It wouldn't be me otherwise, would it? Alright. So we got AJM, I don't know who that is. A couple of these guys I recognise. Filippini was in the previous season. Atalad is obviously another streamer. Ghost Viper, everyone knows him for good reason. Oh, he's in the Aston as well. Interesting. Samaras, I remember from last season. Speedy Sam, I think he was in last season. Lofty. Benno, recognise. A couple of these guys are probably under different names or teams, associations. Leon, is he your teammate? I remember Demo, I had a lot of scrapes with him last season, and he's in my car from last season. Suck it, enjoy the Genesis. Anywho, we're gonna have some fun. Don't get me wrong, I was very fond of that Genesis, unless I wanted to go quick. I couldn't, because it's the Genesis. Me too, mate. At least you haven't got that Ferrari. You haven't got to worry about the that tyre wear that you had last season. When I watched one of your replays, I went, ooh, that's like chewing through tyres. It's like you had a gremlin attached to each wheel. Still. Whew. It's not butterflies time yet, but it's definitely anticipation time. So, pre-warning for anyone who sticks around for the stream, if I don't say a word during it, it's because I'm concentrating like sin. That is a lot. See. Hey, Miss Hawkey. Cracking result during your academy race. Hello there. Absolutely cracking result during that race for you, sweetie. We were all cheering you on and all saying nothing as well, so don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. The last thing we want to do is be the one that jinxes. I mean, if anyone jinxes me tonight, I'm going to hunt you down. I'm more likely to jinx myself, in all honesty. For instance. So how you doing, Miss Hawkey? You enjoying uni? Coming near the end of your dissertation now, haven't you? Well, I have faith in your skill, mate. This is definitely a power track, but I have faith in your skill. If you can get out of the slipstream and stay there, you would definitely have a good shout. Thanks, man. You know, we, as a team, we got the most out of the Genesis I think we could. I mean, we were never, apart from Ziggy's pole lap at Monza, which stunned the shit out of me, so epic result there, we were never quickest, but we always had solid enough race pace to come back with some decent results. So this year in the Aston, I mean, the car's a bit trickier, as you can see, but we're hoping for some good results. Thanks, mate. That is appreciated, and say hello to Craig for me. But good luck with your team, dude, and it's an absolute pleasure, and I look forward to racing you in one of the races. Just try not to get too far in front of me. Hello there, Sarah. Oh, did need to change. So I've genuinely been looking forward to this for months. So a quick reminder for anyone who didn't either catch the beginning of the stream or was watching this on replay. It's a 4-man series, 4 teammate series. Group 3 and Group 4. And 2 of you race in Group 3, 2 of you race in Group 4. One of you has to start on the super soft tyres, one of you has to start on the medium tyres, and you have to finish on the other set of tyres. So, I'm starting on the mediums. Pac-Man R33 is going to be in the other race, but he'll be starting on the super softs. I'm starting on the mediums. I'm alright, thank you. Yeah, get your dissertation done and you'll be there, sweetie. It's over and done with. Have some more time on that sim. That could be fun. I reckon they should let you stream in there. It might bring the facilities more worldwide renowned attention and get a few more students in. Yeah? You can say you advertise it for free if they let you use their sim rig. Yeah? Come on, you know it makes sense. All you've got to do is just get a plug socket, an internet connection, and your laptop. That's all you need. Oh, and the Elgato card. And then they get free advertising. Come on, you know it makes sense. Alternatively, we can all group together, buy ourselves a sim rig like that, and we can all stream out the same place to take turns. It's like a timeshare. Like a timeshare sim rig. It's not a bad idea, is it? Because we'd all be fighting over it to stream in the evening. Alright, I'll tell you what. Part of me says I'll take the early slot, but I have to keep to my name. I have to go for midnight. So we'll take 6-hour slots and we'll rotate. How about that? Alright, we'll have to get 2 built at least. Alright, 3. Alright, we'll get 4. Alright, whole grid. This might be costly. All we need is a big sponsorship deal from Twitch, from GoPro, from Elgato. I'm sure we'll do this next week, yeah? I'll let you go with my slipstream. What does he think he is? Trying to nick my slipstream. Okay, so I think we've got 12 minutes until we actually go live on the mainstream. Unless Craig's already talking through now. For anyone who wants to see the official commentator stream, check out CC Sim Racing. I believe he's on Facebook and YouTube at least. He might be on Twitch as well. I know he has a Twitch account, but I don't know if he's live on it. Need technical help. Why do you need technical help, Miss Lima? Is it to get to Madagascar? I said that very poshly, didn't I? Madagascar. What's the problem, or is your Discord still cocking about? My touchpad on my laptop just stopped. How do I fix it? Plug in a USB mouse and then go into the settings and search for touchpad, see if it's enabled or it's been switched off. Do you have a USB mouse? Sounds like it was probably doing some processes like an update or something like that, and while you weren't looking at it, it finished. Oh, you've turned that laptop on in the last 3 or 4 days, week or 2. Yeah, let's do a hot lap, see if we've actually got any speed in this thing. Knock off speed. Try over a week. Yeah, I thought that was going to be the case. You get your laptop fixed and you don't damn use it. Can't it? Ghosty, move. Ghosty, what are you doing? Just sit on the racing line. Just ruined my lap. Oh, fair enough. Is it X-rated? Or was it Lima rated? It's Lima rated, isn't it? I mean, it's disgusting. Let's go. I want to get into those 27s. Let's do it. Can I do it on my second flying lap? I've got a Ghost Viper in the way. Need to go take my inhaler before I start. That might wake Craig up. I'm trying to think what Tier 1 are going to do though. If they get into the 26s, I'm just going to quit GT Sport. Too wide. Practicing all aspects of the course, including the pit lane. Should do some practice starts. It's just occurred to me, I haven't done any today. I'm not the smartest cookie on the block today, am I? It's all good. It's all good.
Zeno's GT rated with 11 viewers.
Hey, Xenos! Swiss Vanilla, gents, ladies, good to see you all. You ladies and gents are just in time. And Xenos, good to see you, good sir. Good to see you, good sir. You're just in time for the first CCSR race with Team Dadbod this season. Ooh. As he takes a corner completely wide. Good to see you, dudes and dudettes. What up? Good to see you, buddies. So, hello to all the raiders. Flawed! Hey, good to see you. Yeah, it's Team Dadbod. Check out the top of the page. Good to see you too. So, for those that haven't watched a CCSR race before, It is split into 2 races. I will be competing in one. My teammate for Team Dadbod tonight will be Pac-Man R33. He's going to be racing in the second race. Ta-da! So this is going to be fun. So yes, welcome raiders. So 5-minute qualifier. I think I'm on mediums. I am. Okay, 5-minute qualifier. We get 1 lap each. So I'm going to give it a few seconds. Okay. We have to start. Our teammates have to start on either the super soft or the medium tyres, but only one can start on one has to start on the other. I'm starting on the medium, so I'm going to be qualifying probably at best halfway up the grid. Then I start the race on the mediums, and it's a 20-minute timed race, so we're expecting about 14 laps, give or take. And we're only allowed to pit between the minutes of 5 and 15. And in that time, the tyre wear is set to ×8. So the super softs, after about 9, 10, 11 minutes, are turned into Swiss cheese. I mean, they are just falling off a cliff. And the mediums actually become about the same sort of speed, if not a little bit faster. But anywho, that is where the undercut comes in. It's where strategy plays its part. And we are going to try and do our bit to keep those mediums alive till about, I want to say lap 8-ish. Because even the mediums will be dying about then, and then switch to super softs and try and be the fastest on the track-ish, there or thereabouts, towards the end. And I'm hoping for a good result. Top 5, hopefully fighting for podium. So we see. But I've got to say a big thank you to Xenos, and the rest of the Dadbod team, and the rest of the Midnight community at large. If you like what you see, give us a follow. Otherwise, either way, pleasure seeing you all here. Let's go and do some qualifying. You can check the official commentated feed on CC Sim Racing on YouTube and Facebook, and possibly Twitch as well if he's got it loaded. And that's Hatalad, he's another streamer. You will find quite a few streamers in here, like Ghost Viper. I'm not sure of the others. There will be others dotted about. But you'll have to forgive me, I won't be paying all that much attention to the chat once I actually get going properly on a fast lap. So you will have to forgive me, especially during the race. I'm only going to look at it on the straights, and that is it. Make sure the guy behind doesn't catch up to me, because we can't block another opponent, nor are we allowed to get a slipstream off someone who isn't our teammate. There's a lot of rules in CCSR, you've got to follow them. Otherwise you're getting punted off, and then that's not fair regardless anyway, is it? So we're hoping for break a leg. I'm going to break someone else's leg, Miss Gold, hopefully. But we're hoping for clean racing tonight. Ooh, Samaris, that's a quick time. Okay, and hopefully be halfway at the grid. That's all I can really hope for on these mediums. Ghosty's gone 30.7, and I know he's on the medium, so he's also in the Aston. Thank you, Miss Carl. Thank you for popping in, though. Limbs stay intact. Not if you're playing Dead Space, they don't. Which, FYI, you can check out my back catalogue on YouTube, which includes Dead Space. Particularly good through that middle sector there. Got too much understeer in those medium tyres. Holy! I'm happy with that. I should have put my heart rate monitor on, shouldn't I? Do you know what? I might do that. Where is it? I don't know where I put it. I didn't think that far ahead. I've got too much crap on my desk to know where it is. Starting on the mediums. Well, Ziggy, quite frankly, you can thank the support from my fellow dad modders, which is obviously yourself, Pac-Man292, Pac-Man R33, and Louis G, otherwise known as Racing Roger. All of you guys, and all of the community at large. And again, big thank you to Xenos for the raid. But all of you guys and girls have really helped out. Whew. Last one. Let's get it on. Go for a good race. Where's my heart rate monitor? That's really bugging me. I've put it somewhere. Thank you, sweetie. There I am on the right of the screen as you look at it. Woo! There I am. Team Dadbot. Okay. Hopefully the audio is alright, but I haven't got time to change it now. Here we go. Alright, the other cars are going to be quick off the mark compared to me. They're probably on the super softs. I'm not too worried about the pace at this point. I'm on the mediums. I don't mind dropping back a little bit. It's absolutely fine. Stuck it round, kept it in fourth. Doesn't mean I'm not going to go for it though, does it? So again, apologies if I don't look at the chat feed. I have got problems to take care of on the screen. My heart rate is going so fast, I really wish I was wearing my monitor. Honestly, the heart rate is going absolutely mad right now. Need to calm it down a bit. Just try and get away from Filippini, break that slipstream. If I can stick in the slipstream of demo, perhaps I can just go with it, stay with the leaders. I've broken the slipstream to Filippini, so that's something. That Ferrari's not going to be too good in a straight line. Okay, the pits are now open. We've gone past the 5-minute mark. That is where the pits open, and they will close with 5 minutes left to go in this 20-minute race. Well, Filippini got a bit squiff coming out of final corner. To be fair, so did I, in all honesty. I think Filippini. Oh no, he's still there. Oh. Don't commentate on your own race. Focus, Clearwell. Focus. Okay, those super soft tyres are now starting to really go off. I'm 3.7 behind the leader. 3.6, sorry. Now those supersofts really should be starting to feel that burn. still with Demo, still in the slipstream. Fastest lap of the race for me. Great, good exit out of turn 1. Going after Demo. Sorry, Demo. Little bit late on my account. I did not take into account the extra speed from the slipstream. Whoops. There's the first guy in, Benno. Should be on the super softs. Good, I was keeping pace with him. Demo's going super defensive, not even in his slipstream. Not sure what he's doing there. Come on, this is where the Aston's good, back straight. Okay, BBR Cookie's still in the, I don't know what tide he's on. I'm hoping super softs. Cookie on super softs, Demo on the super softs. Fantastic for me. Team Dabod in the lead. Hattalad's in as well. And he was on the mediums. Yeah, I'm in this lap as well. I can't afford not to be. The other guys are going to be undercutting me quite severely, but I am coming out on the super soft tyres. Part of me wants to go actually a lot longer on these tyres because it's still good, but for strategy I have to go to those supers. Whew. Thanks for the alert, by the way, Xenos. Where is that heart rate monitor? Because that would have been really good right now. Right about now, seeing that go nuts. Hey, Zionista, buddy! Good to see you. Honestly, it's a pleasure seeing you there. You too, Ziggy. Please don't dive bomb me. Please don't dive bomb me. I'm going to have to be super defensive. Oh, see how the hazard? See how the indicator on. Here, not here. Fair enough, man. Right, this is race on. Right. Sun Maris is out of the slipstream. .8 to the leader. .8. Got to not take out too much life of these tyres. Hat lad's in the 6th. Go on, man. You can do that. He's, in fact, I can see him. That always worries me when I see someone like Hat lad behind me. Hello, boys. Look behind you. Slipstream, thank you. Not going to go for a crazy dive. As he goes for a crazy dive into the final 10. Oh, it's I don't want to pass a Corvette. It's like me. It's like an elf murdering Santa. Thank you, Ilios. No offense, mate, but not now. Oh, what's happened to Hatter Lad? Final lap coming up. Honestly, my heart is going to beat out of my chest. Eighth place is finished, so it's only 1 to 7th that are still racing. Honestly, you can't see it on the screen, but thank you, mate. Thank you all. I guess you just pop onto Discord. Save that replay. We'll see what BBR Cookie's got to say. Thank you, Ziggy. Yeah, okay. Nice moving in the braking zone. Whew. Whew.
Way to start the season first and foremost. It was just one of those trying to keep myself clean, keep out of trouble, and hope for a mistaken opportunity. Make it my benefit if it happened, which thankfully.
Yeah, you did a cracking job, mate. I mean, it was quite intense race, wasn't it? What were the tyres like?
To be honest, on the Genesis, they're really good. They're quite easy to look after, and they hold on pretty well. So, compared to the Jag we had last season, much improvement, really, and enjoying it.
Yeah, well done, mate. Great job, and the Ted Tracks boys have been very happy with that performance. So, absolutely brilliant. Well done, buddy. Well done.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Let's have a word with second place. Where is he? Is he there? Benno,
yeah.
big time. Hello, Phil. How you doing, mate? We've got a lot of people saying Benno for driver of the day. Don't forget, people, you can vote on ccsim.net. If you go and have a look, ccsimracing.net, there will be a nice little vote for you to click on. Click on your driver of the day for both the races. Overall, we'll win it. So there we go. So if you'd like to vote, please do so. We had 200 votes for the last one, so let's keep that going. But wow,
Well, just
what a race!
remember, I started 7th and finished 2nd. So if you want to vote driver of the day, I'll take that definitely. Thank you very much.
So Phil, what a drive, mate. I mean, that was quite intense. I mean, you were closing up on my brother, but it was just trying to get past him. But obviously, trying to hold the tyres at the end, that was quite intense with Demo closing up.
Nah, I'm still shaking now. It was that was for the first race of the season. I've practiced nearly majority of the day today. I wanted to be good, and Red Bull. I love this track, so it was just I just had a good feeling about the day. But when you have a good feeling, the nerves get a little bit more. And no, what a great race! Like what's Midnight? I knew he was on the better tires, and I just seen him in the rear view mirror. Got closer. But luckily, him and your brother had a lovely bit of argy-bargy, which helped me get into second place, which was fantastic. So I'll take them little bits when they come.
Yeah, definitely, mate. I mean, well done. Congratulations on a superb drive. Dan Lofthouse is like, go, Benno, Dumphouse. And he had a great drive himself, so absolutely brilliant.
Oh, well,
Well done,
I was listening to his, like, through it, and I had my AirPod in his, I had to take it out because you were talking too much. I was just like, I couldn't concentrate. So I lost a couple of gear changes, and then I got back on it.
Oh, brilliant. My mum's just literally just came into the room and she's like commented and said, well done, Cookie, you were robbed. Fantastic.
Great race, everyone. Thank you very much.
Absolutely brilliant. But there we go. We also have our winner, which was an absolutely incredible race, Mr. Midnight. Luke, you must be over the moon, and I'm sure your team manager's going to be absolutely punching the air. How was that race? You must have enjoyed yourself out there.
I'll tell you what, that's one of the most funnest races I've been a part of in a long time, and I'm absolutely shaking right now. And absolute great driving from everyone out there. It's been an absolute pleasure today, and I've been looking forward to this for months.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, I must admit it was a long time before we got the next one going, wasn't it? But you know, well, we're here now. We're here now.
Worth the
wait. Amazing! It was incredible, mate. Great drive, and to hold those tyres out for so long was fantastic. I mean, Howland was doing the same thing. About 4 or 5 cars behind you and spun out and got engine damage. So he was trying to really push at the end there. But mate, incredible drive. Great racing with my brother and yourself, and obviously getting first place. Congratulations. Well done to that one.
Thank you very much, and again, thanks to all the dad bods and all the Twix followers out there, and to the whole field. Absolutely brilliant race. See you all in the next one.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. We hope to see you watching the next race. So here we go. Thanks to Tier 2. Now we have Tier 1. This is the Alien section. That isn't actually in the handbook, but we just are going to have to make one.
Oh. Right, I'm back now. I need to check out that last lap. Second to last lap. That was fun though. Thank you for all the well wishes. I tried to keep that as clean as possible. There was some contact in there, but none of it was on purpose. None of it was Rosberg Hamilton pushing off. None of it was any of that crap. But yeah. I'll tell you what, yeah, Pedro, it's been a good week for our little group, hasn't it? But let's check out that move for the lead. I mean, it was many a time I gave him a lot of room. I mean, more than what I should have. So I hope Cookie's not too wound up by it, but so yeah, he probably did get pushed a little bit wide, but he kept moving in the braking zone. So I tried my best to not do anything. So hopefully that's the end of it. Hopefully we have some more good races. Yeah, smooth downshifts is definitely the way to go, mate. Absolutely. I just realised I can't hear the down. So yeah, he pushed me wide there. Now he's going to get pissy about me going down the inside here. No offence, mate, but that's fair. And then you light at the tyres. Sorry, mate. If anyone thinks this is unfair, tell me now. He was being very defensive, which I completely get. I completely understand. but I've made the corner and I've left space. So I like that. HR has been really defensive. No, not HR, he. Yeah, exactly. I mean, epic driving from him, I'll give him that, but... Right, I'm going to actually end the stream there. It's going to be a very short stream. I would usually at this point go and re-watch the Craig's commentary over my stream, but I want to go and see and support Pac-Man R33. It was the other half of the Dadbod Racing team today, so we are going to raid either someone from CCSR or someone associated with CCSR, and then I will be back, not tonight, but tomorrow for something or other, so we'll see. So I'm going to say thank you for all that have enjoyed that one and watched it with being with me. Sorry, Kudos, I told you I'd vet the sod off, but I didn't have the concentration spare for that tonight. So we'll go with that. Right, I haven't got any friends who are streaming the CCSR, so we're going to raid SRF Sabre Sim Racer. So, Etu, I didn't say hello to you, but hello, I did see you there. And I'm going to say thank you to absolutely everybody. Xenos, you're an absolute gent for the raid, and each and every one of you, thank you very much. There's a big heart there. If you're new to the channel, please give us a follow and a like. And check out CCSR Sim Racing and all my listed friends on the Twitch homepage. So, thank you all. Let's go and say hello to Sabre Sim Racer. Thank you for supporting Midnight ISO and Team Dadbod. So, please hang around for 30 seconds while we go over and first win for CCSR. Oh yeah. There's always